Today, on the Early Morning Show, the number one reason women fail at relationships with men.
Oh boy!
Let's cue the rooster and get this show started.
Every time I need this shit, devil make another.
Hey man, if you got something that you believe in and you believe that you can do it and nobody else do, just go for it. It's your life.
My life is moving fast, I gotta slow it down. Yeah, now I got it, they all come around. But when I ain't have it, they nowhere to be found. Yeah, I had to stick with the ones who stay down. And now a lot of people say I changed on them, because I'm whipping in the range on them. I don't think I'm acting different, I just found out that these folks ain't in my interest.
Good morning and welcome to the Early Morning Show. Before I go on any further, make sure you smash that like button, share this video, and subscribe to the channel. We need you. Today's juicy topic on Early Morning Show is the number one reason women fail in relationships with men, which can be summed up in one sentence. Women fail with men at the things they are already good at with other people outside of the house. Now, I know a society, wherever you may find yourself listening to the sound of my voice, suggests that men are the problem in relationships, but that is not entirely accurate nor true. Now, typically, a woman will control the tempo of a relationship. And if that tempo is negative, you can bet that she is controlling in that way as well. This same society operates off of a fallacy that women initiate most of divorces and separations, but that's not true. But that oversimplification gives no credit to the men that are actually ecstatic that a woman has left their lives. Please get out. The men that wish that she takes the hint and get out, it ignores the fact that most men, due to a woman's attitude, end up wanting out of the relationship within 90 days after it began, after they put the ring on, but simply stayed around for the slow crash and burn 20 years later. Now, because I run a men's channel, I often get complaints about what kills a good relationship. But all of those complaints and responses actually boil down to one main sentence, and that is because a woman fails at what she is already good at. Period. This is the opposite of men who fail at something they are already bad at. Yes, sirree, any complaint or excuse you could ever give me about a woman you are dating or are married to will always fall under the subheading of women fail at what they are already excellent at doing in a relationship. You see, anytime a woman wants to leave you in a relationship or you get so tired of her negativeness, you want to walk away, can be traced back to women failing at something they're already excellent at doing in a relationship. Now, they reserve not to do that with you, but they are good at doing it. Now, she may not be giving her best to you, like I said, but she will certainly give it away freely to anyone else that is not you. And here are just a few examples of that comment. If you say your woman argues with you all the time, then I will guarantee you that out of a population of about 8 billion people on the planet today, you are the only person she treats this way. You see, women carry one form of behavior with the men they invite into their life and another with everyone else. I will bet you can cash money that if I walked up to the woman that argues with you day in and day out on the street, I could get her to be very courteous to me without even asking her. She would stand and talk to me, respect me, and hug me before she walked away, but she probably wouldn't do that for you. In essence, all of the things you could never get her to do at home. Now, remember, I'm a male just as much as you, but she has a way of treating all strange men and a way she has at treating you. So she is failing with you over a communication trait that she is already good at with most anyone else. If you say a woman is letting her appearance slip around the house, then I would ask you what she does to prepare her face and body before going out to meet me in public and the public. You see, she places all of her efforts in her appearance and positive attitudes for total strangers. These same attitudes could easily be applied to her real relationships, but she believes being nice to one male instead of 4 billion males is way too much effort. It is a backwards way of thinking, I know, but there it is. In fact, even suggesting that you treat her the way she does strangers will surely cause a weekend's worth of arguments and bitterness. You see, women fail at what they are already excellent at in relationships with men. Now, what about if you told me that she was late at going to every place you needed to be on time as a couple, appointments, whatever? I would simply suggest that you watch her at 3 most critical things to a woman, and you would see her on time without fail. These 3 critical things include hospital appointments, going to her place of employment or work, or sharing time out with her girlfriend, and you don't fall within any of those groups. But I hope I have proved my meaning. That a woman can be on time if it is important to her, or in other words, women fail at what they are already excellent at in relationships with men. Do you remember the last time she told you she couldn't do something because it would make her late for work, or either her doctor's appointment? These are behaviors women immediately take on after securing a short-term or long-term relationship with a man. She in effect changes from a regular woman to a road woman. A road woman. The word road is an acronym in this case, and it stands for a woman who is retired on active duty. When I used to be in the military, we would use this acronym for soldiers, as in impossibility of a soldier being retired while he is on active duty. But in the way we see this soldier's lazy behaviors as opposed to his fellow soldiers, he looks like he is retired. In other words, he acted like he was more like a retired civilian who was out of the military while being in it. In short, your woman has retired her services to you only, for the duration of the relationship. Now, although she literally provides everything she writes about giving you to almost anyone else without complaint, and a pep in her step, and a smile on her face. You see, if you say she can't even find the time to make you a cup of coffee, I will show you a woman that the office staff counts on for making coffee every day lovingly. Remember, in her eyes, it is easy to do for many than it is to do for one, and that one being you. Women fail at what they are already excellent at outside of the home in relationships with men. If you show me a woman who doesn't want her man to rest after a hard day's work or on the weekends, I would bet that I can show you that same woman giving advice to her girlfriends and colleagues needed to relax after work and on a weekend, and so on. But mainly, women fail at what they are already excellent at in relationships with men. Now, I could literally go on for days with this experience of a man who is just about to cross the 55-year mark of life. But we don't have all year long. But please know the next time your woman winces at one of your requests, or acts like doing something for you in a loving fashion is doing you a favor, then I would bet you everything I've ever learned about human psychology that she is out there in the world somewhere kissing somebody else's ass for free, making that cup of coffee she would deny you with a smile, that she is communicating without nagging everyone else, finger pointing or belittling, that she is not controlling but liberating to the people she comes in contact with. And yes, if she is not having sex with you, she has either already had it with men before she met you freely, or on the outside of the home right now with a smile. Either way, the average woman will fail in a relationship miserably for something she is already good at outside of the home with the men she so-called loves. So the next time when your better half lets out this sound, when you ask her for anything, ask her would she do these same behaviors at the doctor's office, at work with her coworkers, and especially with her best girlfriend. So I thank you for the early morning show, and men who are stuck in a selfish relationship with an indoor loveless woman. We'll see you again another day.
Living in my own world. 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 Oh, state of mind.
California dreaming.
State of mind.
California scheming.
Oh, state of mind.
California is the reason for this golden state of mind. California dreaming. California scheming. California is the reason for this golden state of mind.
Open mind and you'll find what you've been missing. Please don't waste my time and ever try to tell me different. There I go again, ignoring my own advice. But take my word for it, man, I've been living nice. Like the bottom of some skis on a January morning, up in Aspen sipping cocoa. I prefer my women foreign. Don't disturb me if I'm snoring, let me be. Cause you gotta get your rest to be a king. I would not expand your mind, girl, you too fine not to. Don't let me leave with someone that is not you.